Yo, what's up guys, FruityLegion here, and today I'm gonna do a whole ass guide on how to play the Legion. Ted also already made a guide, so I would definitely recommend checking his guide out. And yeah, I would say let's just get into it. The Legion's Power Fairy Frenzy is a power designed to get a lot of survivors injured in a very quick time. So obviously, larger maps, bigger loops, all that hurt you very much and makes your chances of winning decrease a lot. But when you actually do get to chain hit 4 hits, you get rewarded with the so-called feral slash. That name is fucking stupid. And that lets you down a survivor in Fairy Frenzy. Now you know all of the basics, that the Legion gets extremely more weak when the map is bigger, when the loops are more wider and all that, but how do I use my Frenzy correctly now, you may ask? Well, it's pretty simple. You're not very fast in Fair Frenzy when you start it, you're just a little bit more faster. And you can close gaps with survivors pretty good, but when the survivor is further away than 20 meters, then you will most likely never get the hit. As sad as it sounds. So if you see that the survivor is far away, don't try to go for the hit. It may be very tempting to do that, but it's not a good idea most of the times. If you have add-ons like pills, sketch, you can do that, because then you have a lot of time, but we will still get to that. Yeah, just if you hit someone in Fair Frenzy and you see that with Kill Instinct that the other survivor is very far away, just stay with the person you hit and go after them, and don't waste time and just kill them. Also, a very important thing to know as a Legion. When you are in Frenzy, survivors often want to stun you out of your power so they can waste your time. I don't really find that too effective, to be honest, because if they would drop a good pellet, you know, if they would drop a good pellet, you could just instantly break it, and I just don't find it as rewarding, but everybody sees it differently, of course. So yeah, you should always respect pellets when you're in Frenzy, because survivors, they want you out of your Frenzy so bad. And if you don't respect the pellets, you can maybe miss out on a 5th hit, you can miss out on a chain hit, you can miss out on getting the good value out of your power to get the slowdown. So just always respect the pellets and you're good to go. So this is the good shit about the Legion. The add-ons really make Legion a lot better. For example, like Pin, Mischief List. The add-ons are the key to the Legion, or most of the time the key. So, if you're a new player, I highly would recommend using Ruler for your first few games. Get to know the power, get the muscle feeling, muscle memory, all that shit. And never sleeping pills or bracelet when you're new to Legion, because you have to get the muscle memory, and if you get it mixed up, it's gonna be really uncomfortable. And yeah, you can play around with add-ons. You can pick, the best thing to pick, I would say, is the ruler and the mischief list. Those two add-ons together would be the perfect combo, I think, for new players. And if you're already a bit experienced, you could use C-Pills, Sketch, BFFs, Eerie Button. So the add-ons you see on screen right now are probably one of the best add-ons for Legion. The Mischief List extends the duration of Fair Frenzy by 2 seconds is a very good add-on. It's probably one of the best ones, because it gives you a lot of time. Even though 2 seconds doesn't sound that much, it gives you a lot of time to think and what to do with your last Feral Frenzy hit, or just in general, just when you enter Feral Frenzy and you need more time to think, your shift list is a perfect pick. And the Eerie button gives you the most anti-loop you can get. You can immediately break pallets, shut down loops. It's a very nice add-on, also one of the best add-ons. And the Filthy Blade increases the time demand by 2 seconds, is very fucking good. Like, Legion's already good at slowdown, but extra 2 seconds, that's actually kinda, it's kind of cracked. Well, you shouldn't bring it all the time. You should be good to go with Mischiefless or Mischiefless with Sketch, or just BFFs and Eerie Button. But with BFFs and Eerie Button, you need a specific build, because BFFs on its own is not very good. And yeah, that should be everything for the add-ons. Okay, so you can learn a lot from the tips that I'm going to give you. The first tip is the window palette juke. I'm gonna show a clip right here. The survivors try to go behind you when you vault a window, and they wanna confuse you, so they don't get hit, of course. It's very easy to counter. You just have to check your surroundings. So how I do it is, when I vault, I just turn around and look at the other side. Yeah, that's pretty much how I counter it. There are of course some more advanced window and palette jukes, but those happen rarely in pub games, so I wouldn't worry too much about them. But if you get actually good survivors, then I would recommend you to check your surroundings a lot more. So the second tip is the locker juke. What survivors will do is they will hop into lockers when you're about to swing, especially at shack, because you can't see the locker, so you will just swing in your frenzy, and survivors use that to make you swing and get out of your frenzy to waste a lot of time. So what I would recommend is just always wait. When there are lockers around and you see them, just wait. If they go to check, make sure that they're running to the window. If they're not, just wait, because it will hurt you a lot if you miss that one frenzy hit because of the locker. And if your power's about to run out and you have to swing, then there's something you can do. I would just say swing. But yeah, honestly, just wait it out. Yeah, that's not really much to talk about here, so let's just get to the next tip. If you're in a chase with a survivor while frenzying and they have a flashlight, there may be a chance that they will try to blind you to stun you out of your power. You will immediately get kicked out of your power, and you will lose your chain hit, but you can easily counter it. If you vault, you just have to look up. If you're unlucky and they get the blind, there's a very funny tech you can do, but we will get to that later. So yeah, if you vault, or if you vault anything and they will try to blind you, just look up. And if you're unlucky and get the blind, then just maybe try to track them down if they're injured, and try to get the M1 while you're blinded. So another nice tip I can give you is that when you down somebody next to a pallet, let's just say they vaulted the window and you downed them and they're crawling to the pallet. What you should do is turn on frenzy and vault over the window, just like in this clip here, and immediately pick them up. So the other survivors have no chance of getting a pallet stun, and you get the free hook. So what you should always do as a Legion is swing at the end of your power to get a few extra meters. It doesn't sound as much, but it gives value. You can clearly see that it gives value. And swinging at the end of your power is also most of the times the reason why you even get the 5th hit, or make survivors mend. And yeah, you should just always swing at the end of your power if you're chasing or not, just to get those few extra meters. Now this chapter is not going to be so long as the 4th chapter with all the tips, but I will try to do my best. So first is Legion tech. I would recommend you to watch my Legion tech tutorial. I would just explain it roughly here. The Legion tech is a nice tech you can do with the Legion. So when a survivor blinds you in your Feral Frenzy, you can swing and you can down them or injure them, because you have no cooldown in your frenzy. So if a survivor blinds you in your Feral Frenzy, just always swing and time it correctly so you can down them. Now if you're a bit experienced with Legion, you may see people standing still at the pallet and waiting for you to swing and stun you. There are things kinda get around it, but it doesn't work all the time. So what you should do is you should stand in front of the pallet and just make as much movement as possible to make this virus drop it. And then when you when you should spin around, you know, just make movement. And then when you're done with that, you should look at the survivor and press W and go back. Doing that will give you a big chance of the survivors dropping the pallet. Because the survivors think when you spin around, they will obviously still not drop the pallet, but if they see you spin around, they will think you're done with the faking, and when you press W and S, they will think you will go and swing. But if you fake it, they will just drop the pallet. It does not always work, but it does have a high chance of working. So if you're ever in that situation, just do what I just said. A very effective thing that can help you while playing Legion is when you vault a pallet and don't move at all. Well, if this survivor comes back and wants to go through you to vault the pallet back, you should not move. You should cancel your power and you can body block them and down them. Never push W while you do that, while you vault, when you actually want to try that, because pushing W makes you go further away from the pallet. So always when you want to do that, don't press W, just look to your left or to your right, it depends on where the survivor is, and just look if they want to go through you and cancel your power. That's pretty much it. Now this is probably one of the most insane parts about the peon tricks. So basically, not a lot of Legions do that, but there is a thing you can do with Legion that is called swinging to body block. And the whole thing about it is just that you swing yourself in front of the survivor to body block them. For example, a pallet, or for example a window, and that can give you a lot of value, just like in this clip here. And yeah, you have to practice it a lot because it's not that easy, but yeah, if you play Legion a lot, then you can maybe get a few body blocks, but it's really effective and it works, and I would definitely recommend trying it out. Since Legion is a very map dependent killer, here are his best maps. These maps are very good for Legion. You can test out builds on the maps, you can do anything. These maps are very good for Legion. And yeah, not really much to talk about here. Alright, so here we got some builds. The free build, Tatariu's build, Chase build. These builds are pretty good. I like to run Bamboozle a lot because you can do very nice tricks with Bamboozle. For example, Bamboozle the window, swing in front of the survivor, they can't do anything. Body block them. And yeah, there's not really much to it. Those builds are just pretty good. Tatariu's build is pretty nice. The free build, yeah, pretty okay. The chase build, yeah, it's also pretty nice. I always love to run Pain Res, Pop, Know It, and Bamboozle. That's my main build. Because with Know It, you may have the chance to get some kills in endgame. And you have constant gen pressure with Pop and Pain Res. And with Bamboozle you can make nice plays, as for example vault the window and swing it in front of the survivor to body block the pallet or something like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so you reached the end of my guide. I hope you liked it. If you have any more questions, feel free to join my Twitch or comment and ask me anything you want. I'm a 4K hour Legion main, I know a lot of stuff about Legion. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this big ass guide. I spent a lot of time working on it. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.